Let's just look at the facts here. The guy in American politics most closely associated with Epstein, and particularly Epstein's scandals, is, I think, inarguably Donald Trump. Of course, the real link here is the personal relationship between Donald Trump and Epstein himself, the one you see on your screen right now. Trump has denied any connection to Epstein's crimes. He declined to comment to NBC News about these new documents, but it's undeniable, it's just an established fact, the two men were once friendly. Back in 1992, before Epstein's first arrest, the two men were captured on video partying at Trump's Mar-a-Lago golf home.
It clears President Trump. Turns out that the left liked keeping these documents sealed so they could always try to vaguely connect President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. But like the Russiagate hoax, there was never any there. Because if there was, that would have leaked a very long time ago. Let's not kid ourselves. Instead, what we did know always cleared him, that Trump was one of the only New York socialites to cooperate with the original investigation into Epstein over 15 years ago, and that he kicked Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago, Florida resort for allegedly hitting on an underage girl.
But like the Donald Trump part of this is particularly egregious, right?
Yeah.
He was hanging out with that Jeffrey Epstein. It's true. I mean, like they were at parties, like they were talking. Donald Trump is on the record talking about how much Jeffrey Epstein seems to like younger women, right? They were at parties together. They weren't close friends, but they ran in powerful circles. They were very rich people in powerful circles. All of this long before any of the accusations against Epstein were public. You're hanging out with a person, let's say, 12 years before he's accused of a crime. There's no reason for you to be mentioned in the same sentence.
No, and before he was charged with a crime, Donald Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago.
He didn't like him.
No, and said it was because he made some sexual advance on an underage girl. Banned him from the club. Divorced him as a friend
long before
any of this came out.
So it's really egregious to try to tie him into this particular thing. Now, Clinton is...
So going back to these files, they were released on the order of Judge Loretta Preska of the Southern District of New York as part of a ruling last month in the defamation case of Ghislaine Maxwell by alleged Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre. The documents were supposed to be released on New Year's Day, but some extra time was given for those who wanted the court to protect their names under anonymity, as not everyone in the files are guilty or accused of being guilty, just associates who may have known Epstein, and still others who are victims who have not publicly come forward yet. This one part of the text is interesting, as it shows one of the alleged victims of Epstein being questioned about Donald Trump, as we've been talking about. She replies, it's Giuffre, that she never saw Trump at Epstein's home, at his infamous island, at his ranch in New Mexico where that creepy painting of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky's blue dress hangs, or at his luxury apartment in New York. But you know who can't say the same? Bill Clinton, Prince Andrews, and many others. In fact, in one of the released depositions, an Epstein accuser explains what Epstein told her about Bill Clinton one time, that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Another name to come out of this document drop is billionaire Hyatt Hotels executive chairman Thomas Pritzker. Virginia Giuffre alleges that she was made to have sex with Pritzker. The name might sound familiar to you because, as friend of the show Greg Price mentions, his cousin is Penny Pritzker, chairwoman of Harvard's board, where Jeffrey Epstein had his own private office for over a decade. And you know who Penny's brother is? J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois. What a small world. Other names to pop up include Michael Jackson, magician David Copperfield, and the late British theoretical physicist and cosmologist Stephen Hawking. And remember, that doesn't mean that all these names are of people who are accused of doing anything wrong or of knowing there was wrong going on, just that Giuffre claims to have